Jingle them bells and frolic. Oh, by gosh, some stolly. Eggnog, gin and tonic make Yuletide gay and jolly.
What is up, you guys? Welcome to a full decorated house tour. This is my favorite thing to share around the holidays and just show you every single detail in our house. I don't think that there is now a square inch that isn't covered. So I'm going to go into all of the fine details. There is a full decorate with me that I have gone through and showed you guys how this all happened, but let's go into, each and every single piece. So if that's something you want to see, then just keep watching. So this is definitely one of the coolest angles in the house because you can just see everything to the next story, both of the trees. Everything is just so decorated and so over the top. There's a lot of Disney touches. So let's jump into it. This is our dining room table that this year, I've never done this before, I decided to set the table throughout the entire season. I got these little napkin holders off of Amazon as well as the napkins. I love these like little whimsical plates, placemats with like a little fringe detail, and then this table runner is actually reversible. And it is so cute on the other side also. And then I have these candles that are on a timer every single day, so kind of adds like a really cool ambiance without actually having to light the said candles. And then this little guy, I just realized that these turn on. Oh my gosh, I didn't even put batteries in them. I thought they were just statues. He is a miniature version of what we have in front of our Disney house, and then Goofy came with him. So adorable. And then I put these little pillows at each end of the table. There's another one. Oh, we actually use our table, so this one got moved. This is a realistic house tour. Don't worry, he's alive. We're gonna keep this as real as possible. So pillow on each end, very cute and very Disney-esque. And then I've got some little touches down here also, the little snowmen and the Mickey topiaries. And then this year I decided to hang some garland from the top of these frames as well as the beam that goes across the kitchen. And I don't know if you notice this in my decorate with me, I've got some elves hanging off of the lights. So on either side of the kitchen entrance, I've got those topiaries and then the little pillow, kind of fluffy Mickey snowman. All of those items are from Lowe's. And then the garland was from the dollar store. And this like cheapy garland worked so well and it's so malleable. I love it. And then I always do this little tree. I call it my Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It's from Restoration Hardware, but I leave it on all season long. It's got these little LEDs on the side. There's like a snowy finish to it. It's so pretty. And then I just kind of pump it up a little bit because he's a little bit short. I pump it up a little bit on a Christmas box, and then I've got this cute postcard pillow in the front here. Carl's going to be a part of the entire tour. He always is. And then let's talk about the big boy. So this tree last year was actually in that corner back there and it touched the ceiling. So this year I figured why not put it where there's a little bit more height, and then I could have the ladders coming out of it. So this is our elf tree. There's like little elves all throughout it, some gifts and everything. And then I wanted to do like ladders and rope and grappling hooks, very Prep and Landing if you've ever seen that movie. And then I wanted the railing to have all of the elves, also like my bigger elves. So I've got this ladder where this guy actually turns on and climbs ladder. These elf feet actually like kick, and then the elves are literally like going down that rope off of the ladders. There's a lot of details. And then I love these I have tons of these little feet hanging out of the tree also. So I've got a pair up here too. And it kind of just looks like an elf fell into the tree. And then some littler elves as well as like just amazing ornaments. And then a couple of hidden Mickeys. And then just on the two chairs here, I've got these little gingerbread pillows. They actually have like a gingerbread scent to them with the Mickey ears. So they're like a Disney gingerbread. And then in this little tree, I got this little tree, I think from Home Goods. I put it on a little gold Christmas plate, and then I put the Prep and Landing dudes in there. So it kind of just is supposed to all tie in with the elf tree. And then in the living room here, we've got Carl's Christmas bed. He's got his new Christmas presents here. It's Abominable Snowman, and he loves this thing. Look, you want it? So this is his little area. And then we've got our Christmas blanket here. It's so soft and fuzzy. We got this from Shop Disney. And then obviously continuing on with the Disney theme. This is like one of my favorite pieces in the house, and it's also completely over the top. But he's like a little gigantic Mickey with his Christmas list and everything. He's amazing. And then this is kind of like the little Disney area. These are all from Costco. So this is the Disney train. I did a full unboxing of these. And then this is the Christmas house. And then I decided to do some multicolored lights just to go with the pieces. And then I also got these like vintage looking ones. These are from Amazon actually. And then with a little garland and some snow. And then down here I did the same vintage ones with some giant pine cones and some more garland. And then all these candles can light up via remote. They're just out of batteries right now. I think it would be interesting to count how many batteries I go through in one holiday season with all the fairy lights. So this is our bar cart. I love the bar cart. I mean, I love the bar cart itself, and then I love decorating the bar cart. It's a full situation in itself. So I did that same cheapy garland all the way around with the multicolored lights. Love the multicolored lights. This is the cutest thing ever. So this little dude, big dude, is from Target. I have a Halloween version of it. They always have some version of it at Christmas, and I thought this one was really cool. It was actually a gift. So on here, I've got all of these letters to Santa, post office, mailboxes. That's kind of the idea, is like a mailroom gift wrapping station. So I've got this gift wrapping stuff, all for show. Obviously, we don't really use that stuff, but tried to have a little theme going. We've got Papa Elf on here. And then I've got this big envelope that has like candy pouring out of it, so very chaotic. My new martini shaker that I love. I got it at Home Goods and it's glass, and the top doesn't say stuck on. If you shake a martini, you know what I mean. It's hard to find a good shaker. And then I have these little Christmas martini glasses that I got from Shop Disney. And then how cute are the little gummy bears? I love that. And then we got these cups this year after Andre watched the Griswolds. He wanted them, and I was like, well, we're gonna find them. And then behind here, I've got these two bigger candy cane trees. And then we've got Santa down here with like some rope, like he's kind of helping wrapping. And then these were, you might remember these from last year. These were a DIY project, and I used my Cricut machine, and you can like put your cocktail in there and pour it into the glass. So I did keep them, love them. And then we've got some more in here. Few Ray Dunn pieces still made the cut. This big plate was from HomeSense, and I love it. And then I've got these new pieces that were also a gift. So there's the letter to Santa mailbox, and it's like Disney themed. And then Mickey right next to it was perfect. And then down here, I've got that big popcorn bucket, another Disney sipper. I get it. There's a lot of Disney stuff in here. And then this tray was perfect. It's from Michael's. And they have something like this every year, and I feel like it's so perfect to either hold like coffee mugs or on the bar cart to hold the alcohol bottles. I love it. Mickey down here is actually a cookie jar. So there's a lot of details. There's some garland here. Love, love, love the bar cart. It is jam-packed. So I'll show you guys the village. I'll actually turn it on. So I use this remote to turn on everything, all the different lights in the house, throughout Christmas, obviously, not the usual lights. The village is a bit louder than all the other things, so I don't have it on all the time. Next year, I'm definitely going to replace this piece because it doesn't really work. It gets stuck. Just a word of advice, if you've ever seen one of my videos, you might have heard me say this before. I've moved away from all the Limax pieces. So this is Limax, that's Limax. They make a lot of noise and they tend to break. Whereas the Department 56 pieces like this and this one are amazing and they last forever. So I'm kind of moving away from that. The Disney ones here. So this is like my little Disney side of the village. So cute. That's all Department 56 also. And then I've got some little Grinch trees. And then these little pieces, this one and this one and this one are all from the North Pole collection of Department 56. And I think that's actually my favorite. They've got a lot of character. This one has that like electricity thing. It's kind of cool. And then this one has the little, it's like the candy stripers. This thing is spinning. I think there's another one that's like a gingerbread one that I'd really like. This one I bought from Michael's. I thought that it actually did something. It doesn't, it just has a countdown. And then I've got the Candy Works back here. The village needs a couple more pieces. One thing I love that I did this year was raise it up. And yes, I did see the viral thing that a bunch of you guys sent me of that huge DIY project. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. And then this tree was new from this year. All pink and green and chaotic. I actually love these giant candy canes that I made, as well as the giant candies. I've got my pink elf on here, and then of course the extra large Christmas ornaments. They're really cool. Some of those will probably go outside next year. I think that'd be really neat to do that. But this tree was such a passion project. You guys were through the entire thing with me, and it was so fun to do and so fun to just create from complete scratch. And I mean, who knows what we're gonna do next year? And then next to that, I've got the little big lantern, and then I hung a Mickey wreath from the middle. And then this is the living room space. So I've got this floor pillow that I kind of keep. Carl, what are you doing? You look like you're sunning yourself, bud. Oh my gosh. Well, I told you guys it was going to be real. This guy. So we've got all of our pillows here. Some of them are from the Donuts, Dumbbells, and Dreams collection. Some of them are from Michael's. The Christmas ball ones are from Michael's last year, or I think the year before. And then in here, I've got this Christmas tree. This candle smells amazing right now. And then I've got Mickey and Minnie in their sled, and then all of our many, many remotes. And then I love this tray. I got this last year from HomeSense. And then the banister is usually always the same every year. I have this like clothesline hung across. The elves are holding it, and it's like just little elf clothes or like Santa clothes. It's all miniature. It's adorable. And one question that I get every single year from so many of you guys are, where are your stockings from? They were a gift from my parents from a little shop in, I think, just a village in Canada, in Quebec, Canada. I have no idea where to find these. And if I could find them, if there was a tag on these or something, I mean, I would help. My mom has the same ones. I shared a little clip of my parents' place. They have like this whole staircase of elves like these. And you guys were like, do your parents decorate like you do? And I was like, oh my gosh, I got it from someone. So my mom and dad's house is just as chaotic as this, but in their own way. And it's incredible. And on the TV, we have some Christmas jazz going. So this is the view from the fireplace area. You can see there's a tree lit up in my office too. So I'm going to take you over there too. Look at that. So this is my office. I love the tree in here. And then this year I decided to hang these multicolored lights. At night, it's so peaceful and so pretty. I know I didn't hang them in the most organized way, but I really like it. And then I've got this piece that is also from Costco, just like the other ones. So here is a view of the castle, also from Costco. And then, like I said, the lights are not hung in like the prettiest way, but the multicolored lights just give a vibe. And then I have these little pieces here, the Mickey and Minnie Christmas stuff, and then this elf, and then that goes perfectly with the tree. I mean, I know that the multicolored lights don't go with the tree, but I just love this tree. It's probably one of my favorites, and I love that you can see it from outside. I've got my humidifier going, and on here I've got this like white furry tree skirt. I have a full video on how I did this. A lot of the pieces were purchased from Home Goods just on a whim, and the tree kind of built itself. One tip I will give you is I actually fill it with a ton of batting, and it just looks like snow, and it makes the tree look so full. And then in my office, I've got these little candles that are on a timer. One of them has turned on, the other one's probably about to. And I love these. Like, it actually looks like a real flame. It's so cool. And then I've got Mickey and Minnie. And then in here, I just placed a bunch of elves on the shelf. We don't have the elf on the shelf, but we have many other elves. And then I've got these little gnomes. They're so cute. And then on my bench, my little window bench, and I shared this with Andre and he's like, that's such a cool story. I always wanted a window bench as a kid because of Miracle on 34th Street when she goes into her own little bench to show Santa the family that she wants. And since I was a little girl, I would watch that movie and I was like, I want a window bench. So I've got all my Squishmallows, and the reason Carl loves these Squishmallows, he sleeps on them. I also think they're adorable. So I've got all the Christmas ones, and then this is usually Carl's. There's a reason why it's dipped down like this. He sits right here and he just watches outside, and we have so much snow right now. Oh my gosh. So this is the office, and I'm going to take you guys downstairs now. And what I'll do is we'll circle back and I will end it with the kitchen so I can show you guys all of that. So going downstairs, you can see all the elves up there and the candy cane sign. And like I said, every square inch is covered. All of the little elves. And then I've got the gnome on the window here. So I do have some lights on outside. Those are usually year round, but we do have an extra tree down here. So this is kind of like our little country Disney tree. It's very cute. So I've got like this plaid tree skirt. I've got this little sled that my brother actually made me, same brother that made the bar cart. And then I got these boxes this year. I thought these were super cute to either wrap gifts or to decorate with. So they're like fake books. I thought that was super cool. And then I just put the plaid blanket as well as the plaid pillow with that. And I'm trying to teach Carl to use the Christmas bells to ring. You gotta ring them if you want to go outside. I'm trying to teach him. He'll get it eventually. And then these are a couple gifts that I have for my niece. She loves Disney princesses, so I got her a Little Mermaid one. I thought these boxes were super cute too to wrap gifts. So there's a couple gifts in there. And then I got my niece this gift also, which I thought was so cool. You can do her hair. Aunt Angie's definitely going to want to play with the gift. So there's that. So this is the tree, little skinny tree, but I love it. I have the same one upstairs I'll show you, and it's in white and it's really pretty. And then the only other thing we have down here are these Mickey pieces, which next year they're officially going to have to go outside. That's what they're meant for. They're meant to light a pathway, but I just kind of shoved them behind the table here. I think they're pretty cute, and they kind of just like move from like a dark to a lighter color and very peaceful. That just stays on all the time. So to plug in the tree, I actually had to run a couple of wires, like a power bar, from this side to this side because there's no power at all to this side of the house. I don't know why we did that. Nonetheless, we figured it out. So I decided to do this like little toboggan area with some fake snow, and the reason that it's there is because there's a cord running across, which totally worked. I got this adorable switch from Target, and I just think it's the cutest thing. It's supposed to look like you're turning on the tree. Put a little elf there. Got another Mickey snowman, and all of the snow has like these little fairy lights in it, so it's all lit up. And then on this side, I've got this guy tobogganing. Usually this is placed into the tree, like fastened in with an elf on it, but I figured this could be cute. And then we've got all of our gift boxes all around. The other thing I did in this tree that I thought was really cute this year was these giant candy canes. They're a DIY project. I got a lot of questions about those on Instagram. So they're all over the tree. And the reason that I made these is I couldn't find them anywhere. So there's one here and then they're in the other tree also. Here I've got my little gnomes. I've got 3 different size gnomes, and then I put this little sippy cup here on the side, little jingle sipper. So this is the one area, and I'm gonna take you all the way upstairs because this is a full house tour and I'll show you all of the elves going up the banister also. Let's make our way upstairs. I will show you guys all these elves. I've got them kind of like sliding down the banister. I tried to like lean them back, put their hands up, kick their feet out, and then they're wired in because if any of these fell, their faces are actually made of porcelain, so I would cry. So on here I have a regular garland from Michael's. I tie it all down with some rope, and then I have this like icicle garland. Then I put the lights through, and they're like these little LED lights. My other lights actually burnt out. So you can see the ladder with the grappling hooks. That was kind of the concept I had. I wanted like candy cane grappling hooks and just chaos and like 007 elves, and I feel like that goal was achieved. So got all my elves here acting chaotic. And then I got these bows this year from a store called Tinseltown, and I thought that'd be really cute to put at the end of everything. Another elf here, and then this guy, he sits right at the top with another bow, and then I kind of string the lights all around here because I have to find my power source, right? So this goes around the frame. I added a garland this year. Again, that same dollar store garland. The power source is here. So this feeds all the way downstairs, and then that's on that remote. All right, welcome to our bedroom. So we definitely still decorate the bedroom since we do spend a lot of time in here too. So this Santa is actually from my parents, and he's so precious. All the names written on and everything, they have the exact same one. And then I decided this year to bring this special tree upstairs. If any of you guys have seen the TikTok, it is so funny. I guess a company called Wish, which is like this, you know, Chinese like kind of knockoff company, like they sell really inexpensive goods. I guess they made like a knockoff version of this and people were buying it. And the princesses and the princes have like just a messed up face. It is the funniest thing. A bunch of you guys sent it to me and I was just cracking up. Like I feel so bad for the people that got duped, but at the same time, the video is really funny. So this is the real one. It's from a store called Bradford Exchange. I think you can also get it off of Amazon, but definitely be careful. And I get a lot of questions if ours is good. And yes, I'll show you all of the details. I'll zoom right in so you can see like Donald Duck and Daisy. Just want to make sure, there we go. And all the princesses. So this thing actually turns on and the trains spin around, and there's so many little details. There's like Bambi on there. There's Simba. Yeah, it's like really, really cool. But a lot of you guys were asking like if ours has the detail and if we're happy with it. And yes, definitely. So my parents got me this also one year. And then I have these little stockings from our Very Merry collection. And then this year I actually hung these lights. I'm not crazy about the fact that it has a white rope, but they are very cool. They're like little Mickeys. I'm also not crazy about the fact that you can't adjust the settings. You have to just go with the fact that they blink like crazy, but still very cute. I feel like next year I might use them on like a bed of snow. I feel like that'd be really cute. So this is our little bedding situation. I've got the Merry Christmas pillow down the middle, and then I have that skinny tree that I was telling you about. So I did the same thing. I just added some snow, but this one I leave undecorated. It's just pretty how it is on its own. In here, I've got some Christmas pillows also. I've got an elf sitting in the windowsill there. For my nebulizer, I have a couple different little things here. I have this refresh one, and then I have the Fraser Fir diffuser oil that smells so good. And then you guys have been asking about my Christmas wreaths. This one is so cute. This one is basically like a Hallmark movie. I'd rate it like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I mean, it's cute, but it's nothing earth-shattering. I feel like this is going to be awesome. This is my next read. I'm trying to just plow through this now since the holidays are like pretty much done. So I want to kind of move into a new book. So if you guys have suggestions, I'm all ears. And let's go into my closet. So usually I decorate my closet like crazy. This year I didn't really go that nuts. I mean, I have one of my favorite elves. He's on the bar cart, and then I put that same little cheapy garland. I got a ton of these because they were so dirty cheap. This is battery operated. I love, love, love these vintage trees this year. Andre got me these little perfumes for Christmas, and then I've got this Joanna Parker set, which I thought was so cute, and then some more perfume. And like I said, this is real life. So not only is there a snowplow going outside, which you can probably hear, I'm also packing for Florida and our cruise. We're going on a Disney cruise, and I'm so excited. I've never been on one, so I packed a little luggage, trying to pack light. And then this is my like getting ready area. So I put all of my scrunchies. These are from Sewing Sweethearts. I wear these all the time. And then the bows, so cute. So I put my bows in here. And then this is my pink vintage Christmas tree, which I love. And then there isn't much happening in our master bath, but still a good amount of vibes. So I've got these giant poinsettias, like a little snow finish on them, very pretty. And then here I have another kind of like winter floral piece that this one stays up all through winter, because the other option is like these giant palm leaves that I don't feel is very on brand for winter, but these are so pretty. I love this so much. I think I want to actually get a smaller table and move it to the corner. You will be a part of all of that. And then I've got my bath salts here, which guys, don't buy these. They stained the heck out of my tub. It took me like an hour this morning to clean that. I shared a little TikTok reel on my hack to get it cleaned, but those are like red bath salts. I wouldn't suggest it. And then on here, we've got a little Christmas cup. This is the best stuff ever. I don't even know what brand it is, but it was from a Christmas store and it's so cute. Completely overpriced, but adorable. All right, so let's go back downstairs and I'm gonna show you all of the details in the kitchen. Hey, Mr. Carl, you alive? You wanna show them the kitchen? This is the view from above, and then that's Andre's office, and that's my kind of filming room, beauty room, and my actual office is downstairs. We don't really decorate those two rooms, but that's what's over there, and then a guest bathroom. We just call that Carl's washroom, right? It's the boys' washroom. Okay, let's go into the kitchen. All right, so now that you've seen almost everything, I just realized I didn't show you the powder room, and the powder room is really cute. So I did decorate in here a little bit. I've got some soap. These always stay out, but they still kind of match. These little candles, like I said, they all turn on, but all the batteries went out. But I did this little detail on this shelf, and I thought it was very cute with these like whimsical gold branches. And I've got another one up here in that Ray Dunn thing. And then when the candles are all lit, it's so cute. And then I have these little soaps. I think this is the same, yeah, this is the same company as that soap that I just showed you upstairs. It's really pretty. So this is our powder room. I realized nothing revolutionary, but I promised a full house tour. So this is what everything looks like when you come in. It's a little bit dark right now because the sun is setting, but I don't want to mess anything up by turning lights on. So this garland is lit by, goes all the way around and then up and around here and then down here, and it's on one of those remotes right here. So everything has a spot. Next year I would love to put fairy lights up here. So I did do some garland with like some little raspberry, oh no, not raspberry, like a cranberry. Is that what it would be, like a berry? Twigs? I don't know, like red berries. I have no idea. But it's very Christmassy and very cute, but I would love if that was all lit up. So we'll do that next year. I was trying to take notes. And then this is our like coffee nook area. I got these elves this year when I was shopping. These ones are from last year. They're actually stocking hangers, but they don't fit on our mantle because our mantle's like oddly shaped because it's a piece of wood. I love this sign. It's from a couple years ago at Michael's. And then these are little candle holders. I love the candy theme. And then I had done a full video on the tiered trays. So I've got all of our mugs. You can tell that we like grab the ones that we want to use, and then the ones that are decor stay on the tiered tray. I've got my countdown, and then these little mugs. I actually used this a ton this year, not only for like serving out of the bigger ones, but Carl's puppuccino out of the littler ones. And then we keep our coffee in here. I have my martini picks back here. These were perfect. And then I said this was going to be a realistic tour. I have my gifts out from yesterday. So my parents got me this Veuve Clicquot Smeg. How cute is, if you know what Smeg is, it's like an appliance company. It's just super vintage looking. So they collaborated with Veuve, and there is a bottle of champagne in here. I can't get it open with one hand, but you get the idea. So cute. And then Andre got us a new coffee machine, like a matte black finish. So cool. We have the white one in Florida, so we figured get the brother. And we did have this machine before. It just wasn't, the coffee like wasn't hot enough. So we figured we'd give it another go. So we got this, and then I've got two other tiered trays in here. I've got this one that's like all gingerbread themed and Disney themed. And like I said, there's a full video, full tutorial on how to do it. And then I actually used this little plate a ton this year, like a little spoon holder. And then my kettle that I have never used, but it's for decor. Our new toaster in like a sage green. I love it, but it goes perfectly with this tiered tray that I've never done like a pink anything, but I felt like I was all about the pink this year with the vintage Christmas trees. I love it. This mug is so beautiful, and I think next year I'm going to actually use it. Like I love this mug too, with all the cakes and everything. And then at our sink, I've got this balsam soap that I think I got this at Winners, and then this little sponge holder, and then this is an oil burner. Oh, and this needs honorable mentions. I stuffed this thing full of candy garland with some fairy lights, and I do this every year, and it looks so pretty in there. I love it. Another elf up there hanging. The goal is really to have every single area covered. Next year I would love to get more garland and do every single one of the beams in here, but I feel like that'd be crazy. And then here I've got this snow globe that I got from Bath and Body Works. I've got this Floridian Christmas candle. It smells like gingerbread. A little candy bowl. And then I've got this winter candle going. I don't usually have this many candles going, but we're setting the mood. And then this very coveted mug. So this is our full kitchen area. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the tour. I always love sharing everything and showing everything. I feel like it's so fun to just do like a show and tell and give you a little tour of everything. There's so much love put into the decorating process. I love sharing it with you guys. I hope that you enjoyed the Very Merry videos this year, and I will see you next season, probably very soon, with some plan with me, some goal setting. So we're going to switch gears from Christmas into the new year. So I will probably pop one of those videos right after here so that you can go right into goal setting season if you would like to. All right, you guys, I love you. Make sure that you're subscribed, and I will see you very soon. Bye, dudes.
Come fly with me now, Rudy. I'm loaded.